Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and I'm a mom of a 3-year-old girl named Audrey. Actually, Audrey is a little bit older than 3. Her birthday was in January, and in today's video I want to share with you with our toilet training experience. Well, we were completely toilet trained when we were 2.5, so last summer I took it in my hands and it went very easy without any stress, and today I want to share with you how we did that. So from the very first day I became a mom, I was confronted with a bunch of questions that sometimes made me feel uncomfortable, insecure, or feeling like I'm failing as a mom, or I'm making so many mistakes. I had like this mom guilt all the time till Audrey was probably 1.5. Like 1.5 years I was going through very stressful time of my life, and I'm sure a lot of you can refer to that. A lot of you who became first-time moms can say that you have been feeling the same way too. But I have to calm you down and tell you that as long as you care about your baby, you love your baby, and as long as you feel that you're giving everything you can to your baby, then you are on the right way. You're doing everything fine. Just calm down. And the worst thing you can do as a mom is compare your child to the others. But normally it is not your fault when you start comparing. Mostly it is your friends and relatives who are coming and asking you questions if you can breastfeed, or if your baby can roll or can sit, or if your baby can walk already, can pull her up, or if he's teething or something. In my case, everything happened a little bit later than other babies. I mean, Audrey got her first tooth when she was 11 months old. I thought she will never have a tooth. And having Audrey as my baby taught me that I have to stop comparing my baby with other babies. I had to accept her the way she is. I had to respect and understand that each child goes through his own or her own physiological development. So the best thing you can do is stop comparing your child with the others and accept your child the way it is and understand everything. If you have a healthy child, everything will happen on its own time, and there is no reason to worry about or get stressed or think that something is wrong to your child. And this is the key to most of the things, you guys. This is the most important thing when you want to potty train your child, when you want your child to be pacifier free, or you want to develop or teach your child to sleep alone. Anything you do, any kind of changes you have to face with your child, first of all you have to bear in mind that you should stop comparing your child. This is essential, you guys. So when I started training Audrey, I read a lot of books, I heard a lot of psychologists, I talked to people I trusted about their experiences. And one thing I understood, there is no point to put your child onto that potty or toilet before 2 years old. Because before that, they don't have the control on their bladder, they don't have the feeling if they want to pee or poop. So I just, saved that stress and put that stress on the side and started a little bit later. And the next thing you have to do not watch the videos when people say they potty train their kids in 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, because it is completely not true. I can just say it with a confidence. It's just a title to draw attention on the video. There is no such thing. You can't put a speedometer or timer on your baby. It's a baby, it's a child, it's a human being, and he decides how long he needs. And you can't stand there with a timer and say, oh, your 3rd day is up and you're not trained, then something is wrong with you. And I really hate those kind of videos, because I think they're not honest and they are just to draw attention. So when Audrey was 2, she started giving me the signs, and I was so happy about that, and I thought we can start already with our training, but I forgot that it's winter time. So if you want to start your training, pay attention in which season you start, because it will be better if you start when it is summertime, when the days are warm, because you have to just put away the diaper and leave the kids without a diaper for the most part of the day. Or if she's sitting on a potty, then you have to let her sit like at least 15 minutes till something happens. And if it is winter and it's cold at your place, then of course the children can get sick, which was our case. Audrey got so sick, and then I stopped our potty training, and I postponed it till summertime. So this is a mistake you may avoid. And of course, unless you have a very warm winter or your place is very, very warm, which was not our case. So I postponed it for half a year, and then I took a vacation in summer. I took like 3 weeks vacation and let the Audrey home. It will be perfect if you can do that, but if you can't, it's not like the worst case. I mean, you can ask someone to help you, but you have to be sure you stick to your schedule. And when I decided to do that, I took 1 week and I started explaining her that she's a big girl and why she needs a potty. In our case, the toilet, because I figured out that in our daycare there is a little toilet for all the kids. For Audrey, it will be easier to go on a toilet, and it was really right for us, because Audrey refused the potty at all, and that made me think that maybe she's not ready, but it was not like that. She just did not understand why she needs a potty, because she saw us going on a toilet, and in her daycare she had the little toilet, so she really didn't know what to do with the potty, and that was the reason why she refused that. But when I started with the toilet, she was so excited, so I bought one of these adjustments for the toilet. I will leave a picture of that. And it was so exciting for her. The next thing I did is, besides explaining her, I started bringing her examples of her own friends who were a little bit older and completely toilet trained, and we visited them, and I showed her, like, Audrey, look, like he or she can already go to a toilet because he's older and he's a big boy, or she's a big girl. Maybe we can start doing that, but please don't put a lot of pressure on your child, because your child may not be ready for that, and it is completely normal. You don't have to put a certain time, and you don't have to put like a timer or anything. Stop comparing. This is the worst thing. You take your own time, and just try to start it when it is summer, nothing else. So I started showing her all her friends, and she got excited. She understood why she needs the toilet. And then we started our training from the second week, of course. I left her diaper completely out, and every half an hour I would bring her to a toilet, and I would make her sit. I mean, like five minutes. I didn't make her sit like 15 minutes or 20, because sometimes it's not even healthy to do that. If you need a toy or something to just keep your baby seated or toddler seated, do that. It's completely okay. I just did not take any food, because I don't think it is appropriate to eat on a toilet. I mean, that you should of course avoid. And with the time, I mean, we started with the books, and because I really did not want to give her my smartphone or a tablet, because I didn't want her to think that every time she's sitting on a toilet she has to watch something, because this was something really, for me, important for me, so I just avoided that. I gave her only books, but you can decide yourself. I mean, I know people who are brushing the teeth with a tablet, which it's their thing to do. We don't do that, because we try to teach Audrey that, like, it is something normal as you would breathe. You know, you don't have to have your tablet or gadgets every time you go to toilet. And so we started with the books, but as I told you, like, with the time I took that out as well. So she was sitting like 5 minutes, and then I took her diapers out, and every half an hour I would ask her to go to the toilet. I went with her. It was so much fun for her with this adjustment thing. And of course, accident happened. It's not like every time she sat there something happened. It was just like training her to go there till she peed for the first time. And she was like, when she peed, I got so excited, and Philip came. I remember we were clapping and we were so happy. Then she understood what she is supposed to do on that toilet, because for her it was like she didn't know that. But what I can tell you, if you just stick to that plan with half an hour, on the second week it will get a lot easier. And if you're having accidents, please do not shame your child. Do not say, what did you do? It is normal. It is completely normal. They still need to learn to control the bladder. That is all about it. On the second week, it was a lot easier for us, because she already knew what she's supposed to do there, and she already kind of had a feeling when she wants to go pee. So she would run there. So with the time, I mean, on the third week, she was completely on the toilet already. And I have to tell you, I don't know, I know by a lot of kids it won't happen right away, but for Audrey it was right away. She didn't pee in her diapers at night. I mean, her diapers were completely dry during the night, but I still kept putting her on a diaper just in case if something happens. But there is one more important thing which I didn't know, and I know a lot of people do not know, and this is something that does not have to happen with you, but it may happen with you, so you won't be surprised. When you are teaching your child to training your child to the toilet, it is still a stress. It doesn't matter how understanding you are or how well you do that or how much time you give your child. It's something new that they're learning, and it is still stress for them. And what happened by us, Audrey could go pee all alone. It was fine, completely fine, but the big stuff she couldn't do in the toilet. And I know by a lot of kids, they need the diapers to do their big things like to poop properly, but for Audrey in the beginning, I mean, she needed her diaper, but then she stopped. Like, she stopped completely doing a diaper because she would refuse the diapers during the day. She thought she's a big girl, she can already go to the toilet, so she would hold it. And I got really stressed out because it was like 5 days, 6 days in a row every time that she wouldn't do, and she would do only when it was like, you know, there was no place to hold it anymore. And the problem is, when you go peeing, you don't have to put that much pressure. I mean, you don't need that much time to be seated on a toilet or on a potty. So she thought if she wants to poop, it should be as quickly as peeing. So that was the reason she wouldn't sit on a toilet long enough to be able to poop, and it gave me a lot of anxiety. I got a lot stressed. I wanted to go to the doctor because imagine if your child who is fully eating everything won't go to a toilet for 5 days. It will be like, it will bother you a lot. And I didn't know that it is completely normal when they're going through changes, that may happen. It's not dangerous unless it is not 10 days. Of course, if she gets like a pain or something, you have to go to the doctor. But if everything is fine, if she's acting normal, it is completely normal. Do not get stressed out. Just give her time to adjust to the new situation, to these new skills, and then when the stress is out, she will learn to do that as well. So this was our case. I wasn't prepared at all. I cried my eyes out. I thought I'm doing everything wrong, and then after like 2 weeks, I read somewhere, I was googling in the internet to read if some other moms experienced it as well, and there were articles about it, that it is completely normal. Do not get stressed out unless the baby or your the baby, she's always a baby, unless your toddler doesn't have any pains. So you guys, this was our experience, this was our training, and it went very easy. I gave her time. I never put a timer on her or alarm that you have to be done in 3 days. Give your child time, give yourself time. Do not compare. Everything is going to be fine. None of us grew up with diapers. If a person is healthy, sooner or later they're gonna learn to go to toilet normally. It is a normal physiological thing that everyone goes through. There is no rush. There is no it's not a competition. Just bear it in mind. I know for a lot of moms it is hard, and I know a lot of people stress you out a lot. That was our case. I'm not an exception. But I learned not to listen to anyone and not to let someone tell me what I should do with my child unless I'm asking myself. So have a nice day, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye!